Thank you so much. All right, if everybody's still online there watching, we're going to go ahead and welcome to the Finance Committee of the Board of Directors of Indian Wells Valley Water District this Tuesday, August 24th, at 3:36. I'll call the meeting to order. All right, with that, are there any public comments or comments from the committee? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to fraud risk. Anything?
Nothing to report other than we are in the middle of our interim audit. So
Okay.
we are gathering all the information for the auditors.
Okay. Thank you. All right, with that then, we'll move on to the financial statement for, is this the final one for July? Are you going to be?
No, this is July.
This is July, which still needs to be,
We'll have to do the accrual. There'll be accruals happening.
okay, great, all right.
In fact, some of those you'll see on the accounts payable, and they're not identified in there, but most of them go back to June.
Okay,
And they're applied to June.
All right.
Revenue, yeah, we just finished up July, so now I can do the calculation for the revenue accrual. So
okay,
that has not taken place yet. That's why it looks a lot higher than budget at this time.
okay,
So we got revenue of 2.1 million, which is 1.5 million over budget. 722,000 in expenditures, which is 471,000 below budget, for a net 1.4 million. I anticipate at least $1 million of that going back to the previous year, maybe
Okay.
probably a little more.
all right,
Not much in capital expenditures to date. We have made one payment for debt service, and then we are at $20,303,299 in GA fees.
I think I've already said to you guys that I'm going to be talking about this more and more. I mean, no one's paying these fees except for the water district. Nothing's been happening with them all. I'm getting really tired of seeing this. I know that the ratepayers have got to be just fed up with it entirely. So something needs to be done. I'm not sure what it is. And it's a lot of money. And I think we know that people this time of year are probably seeing quite a bit of GA fees on their bills. And you look at, where'd all the money go? What's a forensic audit going to do if we ever ask for one? I maybe start pushing for one. Maybe we want to officially ask for one. But, Chuck, I know you're upset as well. And I mean, let's not talk about the extraction fee so much but mostly that replenishment fee.
Yeah.
We'll be at 20 million, 25 million before you know it.
Yep.
And I ain't seen nothing for it.
I'm really frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm hearing lots of comments and people are asking, why is my bill so high? Why did you guys raise the rate so high? And I want the public to know that our water costs the same for every unit of water. I believe right now it's around $1.50. Am I right?
I believe.
Yeah.
Like 151
That's
or
right.
something.
Exactly.
$1.51 for 750 gallons of water. And that's what we charge. And
Right.
it doesn't matter if that GA fee wasn't there, if people used 100 units of water, which is 75,000 gallons
Yeah.
of water, it would be priced at that price for the water district,
Right.
because our water is uniform across. And they're seeing this charge on their bill because they use over 24 units or whatever their rate structure is on their meter size. And that's not on the water district. That's on the groundwater authority, that is a pass-through that our customers pay, but we have to pay the groundwater authority. So it really frustrates me because our water costs the same for every unit.
You think that after all these years, most of the public would understand the difference between the groundwater authority and the water district. I'm surprised how many still don't know.
No, yeah.
They think we're one and the same, and they just don't have a clue at all how that works. And, I get, well, to quit paying the fee. Well, there's legal requirements there that people look at. But I won't get into this too much. I'm sure we'll have more to say at the board meeting because when we come up with it. But it's every time I don't mind going over these financials, but every time I see that number, I just, okay.
To me, it's our biggest expense.
Yes.
And we've seen not one drop of water for that $20 million come into this valley.
Just think
So
of what we could have done with just a portion of that for maintaining the other things in this district, even if we had charged something just.
Well, even if it was on a pass through and we used that to beautify our city and we did projects with it, I could see a benefit to
Yeah.
having that charge on there. If it was to Xeriscape and make things
Recycled
beautiful,
water.
yeah, protection type of thing, but there's nothing. Nothing has been done with that at all. So it frustrates me.
Yep. And we're gonna be talking about it some more because I think it's time we do. There's too many people out there that don't understand what it is, what it's being used for, how it's being used. I can't even tell you where it's being spent, you know? So anyway, that's what I have. And do you have anything else on the financial statements themselves?
Just those couple charts if you want to look at them.
Okay, all right. So what you're saying is that we'll see the final in about a month or so for the whole fiscal year?
For the previous fiscal year, I can put something on there for next fiscal year, or next finance committee meeting.
Okay.
But it still won't be final.
Oh, okay. All
It
right.
won't be final until after the auditors are here, because there's some transactions or
Okay.
journal entries that they
But
do.
you have a general idea where it's
But it'll
headed.
be
And it looks
close.
like we're in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be close.
All right. All right. I don't have any questions on the financial statements. Is there anything for the public? I guess there is. Go ahead, public. I think it's Renee, right?
Oh, yeah, this is Renee Westerlusk. You covered the budget in last month's board meeting, correct? The budget that starts the new fiscal year?
That was in June.
Right, okay. All right, 2 months ago. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's published on the website, right?
It is, yes.
Okay. And then I just want to make a comment about my GA fees. My husband and I, we don't pay that much in GA fees. So I assume most of the residents that are in tier 1 don't pay very much. My GA fees total like 96 cents. They vary between 72 to 96 cents a month this past year. And we got the biggest increase in our water bill was in the ready to serve charge from the water district. That went up like at least $4, almost 5. And then our arsenic compliance fee went up at $1 a month.
And you're
Um,
correct, Renee. Anybody who stays within that tier 1, which I believe for your size meter is 20 units.
20.
Yeah, all you're paying is the pumping fee. That's it. And in fact, anybody in any higher meter, as long as they stay under the allotment for that particular meter, is only paying that. Where it gets expensive is when you go over that allotment. Most people, about 75%, probably only pay the pumping fee. Is that correct?
It's, yeah, probably around. there.
Yeah, 75% of our bills probably are only paying the pumping fee. So you have basically about 25 to maybe 30% of the ratepayers at Indian Wells Valley carrying the load of the replenishment fee.
And it's mostly the high water users. Correct.
But that could be interpreted in two different ways, Renee. Just to clarify, it's also our schools.
Yeah,
I mean, our schools, the public,
yeah.
The
I know
hospital,
the fairgrounds.
the
Fairgrounds.
college, the fairgrounds. And then it may not be a high user. My GA fee at my house can be anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month that I pay. And I'm not a water waster, but I have a large family. We have lots of events with at least 30 to 40 people at a barbecue at least once or twice a month. We have an Airbnb on our property. So we spend a lot of money on GA fees that I see no benefit to. Myself personally, I guarantee you, I spend between $8,000 to $10,000 on groundwater authority fees a year that I have seen no benefit to this community. So it's really frustrating to me personally.
I guess you're in the category though. You're using enough water that you're in the tier 2.
Yes, absolutely. I have a 3/4 inch meter. I have 3 horses, a donkey, 4 dogs, a cow.
How many kids up there?
I have a swimming pool. I have a Xeriscaped front yard, but I do have trees, so I'm on 5 acres. So anybody that has a large property is going to pay a groundwater authority fee. So as Ty said, it's 25% of the people in this valley are paying the groundwater authority each month. And so it's very frustrating to us.
Okay, I understand. I just
No,
wanted
you're,
to.
you're,
what
hey,
my-
anybody who's got the homes on small property or homes are just a single family, their chances are they're just paying the typical water bill, which includes the extraction fee, but not the replenishment fee. And I try to make that clear to people when they talk to me, they say, hey, my bill's not that much. I go, well, look, you got a 3/4 inch mirror and you only use 3 units or something like that. Yeah.
And another point I want to point out to Renee, it's also made the cost of construction go up in this valley.
Yes.
My construction meter that I use for my construction company is fully charged every unit and gets charged the groundwater authority fee.
Right.
So that bill can be anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 a month to go out and build a pad for somebody to have a road graded. And so that is making the cost of homes go up and new construction.
Yeah, I forgot about the construction part too, but mostly concerns me is the hospitals, the schools, and the fairgrounds and things like that.
The city parks are watered by wells.
Yeah,
Most of them,
right.
but not.
All right. Anything else, Renee, before we move on to accounts payable?
That's it.
Thank you. All right, let me take a moment to look at accounts. Any questions?
Just with the timing, you'll see that there's 3 accounts payable runs.
Oh, I thought that's right. Yeah. We only had one last time we looked at it. Yeah. Okay. So the first one. Now the printed date, oh, I see. Okay, the check date was okay. Gotcha. That's what I'm looking at. SCE, Bank, Aqua. I take it as Special District Risk Management is insurance,
It is insurance, yep.
and that's the bill now, $718,000 a year.
Insuring property and workers' comp, yes.
Okay. Holy mackerel. Let's see. Here's the groundwater authority, another $250,000. Yeah, I'm hoping some of these Murphy and Everett and Papadopoulos, I'm hoping that's got us through the adjudication. We might see some strings. Nobel Systems again, remind me?
That's our GIS.
Okay,
That's a yearly fee.
Yeah, it's yearly.
that's a yearly, right? Okay. Kelpers, Papadopoulos. Who's that Ron Kosinski guy? Boy, his trial was expensive, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Bertrand. Lexitas,
That is the court reporter.
that's the court, oh, so that's shared between
That's our share between, yeah, I don't know.
I think 5.
Yeah.
Let's say 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
There's a few more that have kind of come in since this.
yeah.
But it was averaging about $3,000 a day
Wow.
share.
Yeah. But when you watch, I was saying, when you watch what they do, it's absolutely amazing because he has that little thing in front of him he uses, and then he records everything, and then he views everything. And he's got to make adjustments sometimes, things. Yeah, it's, I don't know how they do it. That's the truth.
You feel like the really cool mustache guy who.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. The tall, skinny guy? Yeah, uh-huh. No, the mustache guy, that was the clerk, I think.
Oh,
That was the clerk, yeah. Okay, no bill.
he was the only one we saw
Yeah,
on a video, like.
Yeah,
right
you can see it.
next to
yeah, I think it all looks good here. I don't see anything. All right, Chuck, do you want to recommend to the board approval?
I do.
Okay, so that's unanimous. We recommend approval of accounts payable to the board. All right, before we close, are there any other questions or comments from anybody? All right,
Well, future agenda?
hang on. I'm sorry. I see Renee's got some questions.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, Renee West-Lusk again. I just want to know, is there a bill that will be coming up for the water district as well as the GA to pay for that special master, there'll be fees that will have to be paid to afford that.
Yeah, so those fees will be split between the parties. I don't know how much that is. They haven't even chosen a special master yet, so that will be upcoming.
Do you have any idea how much that's gonna cost?
None, I don't have any.
Mm-mm.
All
I'm
right,
sure,
thank
thank you. All right, with that, I'll ask if there's any future agenda items.
I do owe you the credit card one. I have finally.
That's right, you're working on
I
that.
finally got a hold of Express. We're trying to set up a meeting this week. Hopefully
Yeah.
that happens. So
Okay.
I want to be able to bring something back to you in September.
What that is, Chuck, if you don't, if you haven't heard, is our fees that we're paying now are up to $250,000 a year. And we've asked Ty, we're trying to figure, is there something we can do? Because that's a lot of money for anybody that comes in and pays with a credit card. And, and the reason that came up is we started talking about how when you go to a restaurant, you see it added. When you go anywhere, you buy anything now, gasoline, anything. You see fees charged because the credit card companies are charging fees to the proprietors, so they can give, I guess, all their special points and benefits to all their users. So we're trying to find a way that maybe we can, maybe not eliminate it, but reduce the liability on us for it. It's a lot of money, $250,000 a year. Yeah. All right. So yeah, when you get there, and that's, keep working on it. Are you going to add that eventually on here, you think, as an agenda item?
I'm hoping it's next month.
Okay, great.
That's what I'm shooting for.
All right. Anything else? Nothing from the public? Nothing for the rest of the committee? With that, I will adjourn this meeting at 3:52. Thank you, everybody.